Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to Roma Theory. How are we doing? Roma are back winning. Can I just say, Roma are back convincing. I asked for this in the match preview and I have been given what I wanted in yesterday's game. Now we have to continue going because this is the minimal that these players have achieved this season. I'm very happy that the enthusiasm is back going. I'm very happy that a lot of these players now look free from a manager, Ivan Juric, who kept them chained, basically. You can tell that they're more relieved. And this is the Ranieri cure. Again, I would like to say this again. We've achieved nothing. We have achieved literally absolutely nothing. And I say this to myself, to the fans, to the players, to Ranieri, because Ranieri knows how to handle these moments. I have got the impression that the players are back going, seen yesterday's game, but it's not a game at home against Lecce that determines whether this statement continues on going for the next few months. You know, I don't trust these players. I said this after we won 1-0 against Torino, and I will say it again. I don't trust these players because these players play a really good game. They get everybody back hyped up, and then in the next game they flop again. And I've learned not to trust the majority of these players. And I strongly advise everybody here to not overhype yesterday's win, over enthusiastically exceed yesterday's game, because it's a very good win and we will talk about it today, but it's the minimum that these players have achieved this season. It is the minimum. We are still pretty down low in the league. We've climbed a few positions. Lazio playing tonight. But we've escaped relegation. Relegation nightmares are over, at least until now. No, but jokes aside, I've got a lot to say. I did like yesterday's performance, and yeah, I want to speak about it because I think there are a lot of things that we need to speak about. Starting 11, I want to speak about right backs, you know, Çelik Saud differences and everything. I want to speak about our back three with Hummels back going, and I want to speak about Paredes and Kone, who look like they are completely new players with Ranieri's arrival, to then move up onto the way we played without Dovbyk. I've got a lot to say. I am going to keep it not too long, as always, but if everybody can hit the like button in this video, you know, as always, it supports this video and this channel a lot. So please do hit the like button, whether you're watching this live or not. It takes 2 seconds. It's free. You don't have to do anything, pay anything. Just click that thumbs up and it would be great. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We're almost closing in on 13K, 13% to go. No, 13% done. What's 100 minus 13? 87% to go. A lot to go, but we'll get there one day, won't we? Right. Yeah, if you can do that, it would be great. I would like to start off with a general comment on the game to then move on to the more specific areas of talk. What I would say, first of all, is what I liked about yesterday is the win, the 3 points. But what I loved about yesterday was the celebrations of the players. Am I allowed to say this? The best thing from yesterday's game was the players smiling. Pizzilli running down the Curva Sud. Kone doing the la 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 with the flag. Mancini going like this. I fucking missed this. Because for about 3 months now, every time we scored a goal, you could have put these players in the Walking Dead cast. They scored a goal and they're like, oh, I've scored a goal. Let me bring the ball back in the middle. Fucking hell. Like, this is what football is about. This is what Roma is about. Roma equals passion. And if these players don't understand the passion of Romanism, they can leave. This is what Roma fans live for. The passion of these players. Ibrahim Wali, you're the GOAT of this channel. I don't know how to thank you more. You literally have donated your fortunes to this channel. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart again for the $20. Let's be positive this time, Simon. Please, I enjoyed the game yesterday. I hope they will continue. Thank you very much, as always. Ibrahim, and to everybody else, as always, don't feel as if you have to donate to support the channel. One simple thumbs up would be equally as good. But Ibrahim, you're a GOAT. Going back to what we were saying, this is what I missed the most. What I missed the most is the enthusiasm back going. And you remember when I said that there's one thing that you need to give to these fans. There is one thing that you need to give to the Curva Sud to get the passion going in the stadium. This thing isn't trophies. This thing is Romanism. What was I saying when the rumors of Juric being sacked, when we were all depressed, when all of those rumors were around, what did I say from day one? Bring somebody who knows the environment, that can bring the fans back singing out loud and back going with the enthusiasm. If it's not De Rossi, what did I say? Bring Ranieri back. Because I feel like I'm very young, but living in this city and going to the stadium every weekend, whether it's an away game or a home game, I feel like I've understood what these fans want and what these fans care about the most. And it's Romanism. This is what happens when you put somebody who they love and they appreciate and who understands them representing them. Because it's the first game yesterday, this season, that it just feels different, and it feels different, and you love to see it because it's at the end of the day why we go to the stadium. It's for these moments, it's for these little details, other than the 3 points, of course. So what I like the most is the way we got the win, rather than just the win, the way we fought, the way we reacted. Because I said this in the match preview, Lecce know how to battle relegation better than you. There will be those moments in the game where they will feel less pressure than you because they are more used to these moments. And you managed to react from that penalty and from a complicated start to a second half. You managed to be fluid yesterday rather than be sterile with the ball and pass it around. You managed to be quick. You managed to react. You managed to transition the ball quickly, run back in defense quickly. And at the end of the day, it's why we won the game. Because, yes, okay, the quality is much better than theirs, but it's the way you pressed them. One of the things that I enjoyed the most yesterday was not giving time and space to Lecce to think, to breathe, pressing them. Dybala pressing. Paredes. I'm going to speak about Paredes in a second because I do not remember Paredes being this good, my friends. I really do not. And I'm going to get to the midfielders in a second. But my introductive comment to the game yesterday is this. I feel like, as you can hear from today's title, yesterday's game was a fresh breather. Just a fresh intake. When you hike with your families on a mountain during a holiday, and then you get to the top of the mountain, and you've got the little stream of frozen cold water and you just splash it on your face. That is what I felt about yesterday's game. A breather. Maybe we're not dead. Maybe we can react. But as I always say, don't trust these players too much. Only trust these players if they are officially back. And when I mean officially back, remember what I said. We need 5 wins in the next 5 games, League, Coppa Italia and Europa League combined. On Thursday against Braga, another 3 points. Next weekend in Como, another 3 points. Next Sunday against Sampdoria, another 3 points. And only like that, the mechanism can get back going and get back going quickly. Because otherwise, it goes and then the wheel breaks and then one day it goes and the brake breaks. And then one day, to get the mechanism fluidly back going, you need points. You need 3 points, wins. So in the next few games, we need a tot of games where we only win because it can really help. Don't forget, as soon as, we've got Milan 29th of December and back going, first game of the season, first game of the solar year in 2025 is the derby. To prepare for these games, you need to be psychologically ready for them. And the only way you get that going is if you get 3 points after 3 points after 3 points. Right. I wanna share a few thoughts on Saud, because of course he gave away the penalty to them, which I rewatched some highlights yesterday, and I still struggle to understand not why he did it, because of course he did it to try and stop him from being in front of the goal and scoring a goal, but how he did it. I still need to understand whether he kicked him or he pushed him, because I did not see it properly, and I will look at the highlights again. If somebody watching at home yesterday could please tell us in the chat, did Saud push him or did Saud tackle him? Because I did not get it clear. Anyways, it was definitely an evitable penalty, I'd say. But again, I've always been told with the football motto, which goes, if you make a mistake, you need to make up for it. And these players, I will tolerate as many mistakes as these players make, as long as they make up for it. The mistakes which I won't tolerate are mistakes and then not do anything for the next games. If you make a mistake, you need to react. That's one of the first laws of football. So the reason why I'm not too mad at him is because he reacted. Because it's normal to make mistakes. But it's not for everybody to react to make mistakes. And he tries his best. Now again, is he an amazing footballer? No, he's not. I have got... The way I describe Saud compared to Çelik is... I think offensively, Saud Abdulmahid is way better than Çelik. And it's not a surprise that in about 30 minutes of football, he provided more assists than Çelik in 3 years. You know, I don't think it's a surprise. I think offensively, Saud is better, and he should be given more chances. Also because he's faster. And, you know, nowadays, modern fullbacks need speed. If you want to be a modern, clinical, threatening fullback, you need speed. And Saud has got speed. Now... So offensively, I think he's better than Çelik. Defensively, I have got a lot of doubts on Saud, whether he is actually good defensively or not. I think defensively Çelik is better. I still think Çelik is... I still think Çelik is... I don't know how to describe this, but I'd choose Saud to attack and I'd choose Çelik to defend. Of course, you can't do it, because you can only choose one of them. But, yeah, defensively, Saud is not good at all. But offensively, Çelik is also atrocious. So you're like, who do you pick? Depends on the game, I guess. He provided a really good assist. He's got speed. Cut back to Pizilli. Very good shot from Pizilli. That shot was not an easy shot. I thought it was live at the stadium. I thought it looked like a very easy goal. But looking it back on TV, it's not an easy goal at all. It's a classic... pool shot, that is. It's a pool shot on a pool table. So yeah, that was probably the best goal of the game. Fast, transition, speed, and of course, and the action and the play with the goal. But again, you see what I mean? He tries. You know, Saud tries. At least Saud tries to care, and he makes up for the mistakes he makes. So that's my talk on right backs. Centre backs. Now, centre backs here. Somebody please get Juric's head and pop it in front of this video. Because I was forced to hear that Mats Hummels never played a game, in fact a minute, under Ivan Juric because of a tactical decision. Now, that Juric was drunk and an idiot, everybody knew. But that Juric was this bad at decision-making, I did not think he was this bad. Mats Hummels is the defender that every football club needs. I think every single ball he intercepted yesterday. Like, when I'm a grown-up, if I have a son or a daughter, I would give my son or daughter to Hummels to keep it safe. I would. Hummels, in terms of experience, reminds me of Nemanja Matic. He is secure. He knows what to do because he's played this game. And he's played this game at some very high levels. So we were forced to see a back three with Hummels on the bench and Angelino as a back three. I strongly believe that Juric wanted to see us going down. I strongly believe that Juric wanted to bring this team in the Serie B because I cannot explain why on earth Hummels did not play 1 minute in almost 2 months of football with Ivan Juric on the bench. I don't want to speak about that man because that man gave me nightmares. That man gave me nightmares of this football club. In fact, that man gave us nightmares of this football club. I genuinely don't know how you can say to prefer Angelino in a back three than Mats Hummels. But with that being said, he's gone. I don't know where he is right now. He's probably lying on a beach in Split in Croatia. Good luck to him. And yeah, there's no need to speak about him. He's. By the way, is it me or I don't know why? It's a weird feeling, but is it me or I've got the feeling that Ivan Juric was never here? Like I've sometimes when I dream, I have the feeling that the Ivan Juric experience was never here. It never happened. Please don't tell me I'm the only one who thinks this, but sometimes I forget. I am not joking. Sometimes I've got blanks in my memory and forget that Juric was sitting on the bench a few months ago and has been our manager this season. It's something that it feels like it was so bad. It feels like it never happened. I don't know what it is. It's just, yeah, again, I don't want to ramble a lot, but it was so bad, man. The situation with him was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. Oh my God, it was so bad. Don't make us ever live a situation like that again. I'm not saying that we're officially back because we're not. I think it takes time to say that we're officially back, but we're officially alive. Like with Juric, I thought we were gonna be dead. I thought we were dead. And no one reacted. I don't wish the Juric experience to anyone. No football fan should go through what we went with that guy on the bench for 2 months straight. October, November. And half of November, I guess. Again, so solid defense, organized defense, very structured defense. Mancini played well, scored a goal. Hummels played incredibly, and Ndika also played good yesterday. Midfield, Kone is unbelievable. I would dare to say that Kone is the best midfield that Roma has had since Prime Nainggolan. Of course, not counting De Rossi and Strootman. But yeah, I mean, not counting them, Kone is by far the best player Roma has had since Prime Raja. And he's just another level. He's been the only player who deserved a shot in every game since the start of the season. He recuperates balls like fun. He is the N'Golo Kante of Ranieri at Roma because he's unbelievable. Manu Kone will have a very similar career to Antonio Rudiger, and there is nothing that will stop him from doing so. If he doesn't get sold this summer, he will get sold in 2 years because he's unbelievable. I have no idea why he's in our team. I have no idea why no big club offered some money to get him because he's just a span more than anybody else in this team right now. He's fast, never gets injured, agile, scores goals, which I thought he did not do because a lot of people told me that Kone was not a goal scorer, but he was only somebody who recuperates balls, which is not true because for a defensive midfielder like him, he's already at 2 goals per season, which is a lot for him for the position he plays. He's an incredible player. Incredible footballer. But next to him, Paredes is football with a U. Paredes is football with a U. You know, in Argentina, they call it football, not football. Paredes is football. Paredes sees football like very few players out there. The only thing that stops Paredes from being a world-class player is the consistency and the attitude. Paredes is an incredible football player. He is the classic Argentinian football player with balls about this big, feet made by an angel, tackles, Garra or Argentina, long passes, accuracy. Yeah. Kone and Paredes need to start every single game moving forward. Every single game. If they can. Because they are completely different. And plus, they offer two very completely different things which work very well together. Because Paredes and Cristante offer very similar things. Lecce and Kone offer very similar things. Paredes and Kone offer very different things. And if you put Pizzilli in front of them, Pizzilli's got an ice cold reactions from Pizzilli yesterday. Probably one of my man of the matches. And the decision of putting Pizzilli in, instead of Pellegrini, instead of Lecce, and others, instead of Dovbyk who's on the bench, comes from Claudio Ranieri's experience and Claudio Ranieri's vision in training sessions. Because no manager would have put Pizzilli in instead of Pellegrini yesterday. No manager would have put Pizzilli in instead of Pellegrini yesterday. And this is what happens when you trust young players. That run in front of the Curva Sud was the highlight of the game. Roman Boy in front of his fans. Don't make the same mistake as we made with Zaniolo, because I hope that what happened last Monday is a lesson to all of us. Don't hype him, let him work, let him play with a smile on his face, and don't put useless pressure on him. Don't put useless kind of cool attitudes on him like we did on Zaniolo. Work, head on the ground, feet on the ground. Don't compare him with De Rossi. Don't compare him with Totti. It's useless for us and it's useless for him. And I tend to think that what happened with Zaniolo on Monday needs to act as a lesson, because I do not want to get celebrated in front of our faces anymore. It's going to happen because it's football. And thank God it happens, because mockeries in football and shithousery is what makes football. But I don't want to relive that. And I don't want to relive the frustration again. Not the scenes, because the scenes once in a while are fun to assist, but the frustration of knowing that I compared that man with Totti is what killed me on Monday. Knowing that 16-year-old me in a live stream or in a family talk or in a friend talk said to my friends, Zaniolo's the new Totti. That is what hit me on Monday. The frustration of understanding how idiot I was and how idiot Roma fans were to compare him with the gods of Romanism. That's what killed it on Monday. It's not him celebrating. He can do whatever he wants. But it's being aware that I called that man a Roma legend that fucking kills me and fucking has killed me on Monday evening. With that being said, the last thing which I will say, and then I will end it, is differences between Dybala starting up front and Dovbyk starting up front. I have not been a fan of Dovbyk lately, but so I haven't been a fan as Dybala as a false nine. I think Dybala as a false nine offers more than Dovbyk as a nine, because if you put Dybala, Salamakers and El Shaarawy and Pizzilli, all creative players, they know more. They've got more ideas of what to do. If you put Dovbyk up front, it tells the other players long balls on him. Whether if you put Dybala as a false nine and surround him with other players, creative players, it invites the players behind to maybe look for new solutions. And it ultimately results in us playing better. If Dovbyk had started yesterday, we would not have scored 4 goals. Because if Dovbyk starts, the other 10 players know that the game plan is long balls on Dovbyk and crosses onto Dovbyk. Not starting Dovbyk can be good in games, because it tells other players we can't put crosses and we can't put long balls, because Dybala is that tall, El Shaarawy is not that tall, and Salamakers isn't that tall. So it forces the players to be more creative, and it ultimately makes us play better. Which is why I think I'm not a fan of Dybala as a false nine, but in some games I would love to see it more than Dovbyk as a nine, because it invites us to play better and it forces us to play better. With that being said, I will catch you tomorrow. Thursday we've got a new game, Braga, Europa League, European dreams. We have to get 3 points back going in Europe as well. And as always, every single point that we get, every single 3-point game that we get, adds to our momentum and adds to our psychological condition. So I will catch you tomorrow. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks to Ibrahim Wali for the $20 as always. And I'll catch you soon. I'll catch you tomorrow. Hit the like button. Please do it if you're watching live or not. Subscribe to the channel. And also go watch the stadium vlog yesterday. It was a fun one. 4 goals, 5 goals, thriller. Atmosphere was big, so if you haven't already, make sure to go watch that. And I will catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will also read more comments in the live stream. So I'm sorry if I haven't responded to a lot of them, but I have read them. I will come back tomorrow because we'll read more comments tomorrow. And yeah, I have to go do some history because I've got an exam on Friday. But hopefully it's sort of my last exam, so maybe we can have a 1-month break if I do well on that one. Right, I'll talk to you soon. Simo out. Take care.